merciful, the truthful, and the most just. Again, I greet all of you who have the hunger and thirst for truth and righteousness. I greet you all with the greeting words of peace from the Lord of the worlds. May Allah's salam alaikum. As we left off sharing with you the harmony of the scriptures.
This conference is being recorded. This conference is being recorded.
Were we on the internet? Yes. Okay. So we want to make sure that you understand the nation of Islam, the new nation of Islam, is addressed in the word of Allah.
Lost you, son of man, can't hear.
Just a moment. Testing.
The internet is off too. We can't hear you on the internet.
I wasn't talking. Can you all hear me now? Can everyone hear me? Can you all hear me?
On the internet, son of man.
Okay, I tell you what, you all stay in the room. I'm gonna try this again, unless it just cleared up. Can y'all hear me now? Testing. 1, 2.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, much better, son of man.
Very good.
Thank you.
We want to reiterate to you that this ain't no game that we play. This is the end of the world that you have grown up in. Every one of you. That when you turn me down, you turning down the last salvation that's coming to you. That's up to you. So I've been faithful to the trust that Allah gave to me. Many of you been knowing me for years and years and years. I think I done took enough. And so this is the day where everybody gonna be rewarded for what's truly in their hearts. You know, that's what Allah meant when he told Abraham that be thou perfect. Walk before me and be thou perfect. That means wholehearted. 9.5 ain't gonna get it. You know, Allah wants 100%. Either all the way in, put your whole self in, or put your whole self out. Yeah. So now this is where I was alluding to right before we went off. It's that 3rd chapter of the Holy Quran, and the 17th chapter of the book of Genesis, where Allah said, after he told Abraham that his name was going to be changed to Abraham, In the 7th verse, he said, and I will establish my covenant between me and thee and thy seed after thee in their generations. You know, we were put in this condition over here, put in slavery. And we have been put in this affliction for a reason. So that we could learn to rely wholly on Allah. As I told you that the other night, you know. You notice when people get in trouble, they make their prayers real sincere then, don't they? When people get in real bad trouble and can't do nothing about it, they got nobody to rely on but call on God. Huh? Right. We've been calling on for 400 years. We've been relying on Almighty God because we ain't had no alternative. Until now, it's then just became a habit. Well, that's what Allah wanted it to do. Become a habit. Now, away from these people. As he said to me, he said, son of man, fear them not. Fear not. He said, be not afraid of their words nor their looks. And if you notice, as you join with me, you don't be afraid of their words and looks either. Huh? What the head feels, the whole body feels. What the head don't feel, the whole body don't feel. Do you understand? So we are a nation being raised now. And the best nation raised for men. One that enjoys goodness, evil. You see. And we are prophesied of here. Says, and when, now he promised to Abraham, what did he say? I will establish my covenant in thee. Now look over here in the Holy Quran in the 81st verse of the 3rd chapter. And when Allah made a covenant through the prophets, we'll do it. And then he did it. The Holy Quran was the end of it, the seal of it. Huh? Says, when Allah made a covenant through the prophets, certainly given you a book. And a hand was sent unto me, and lo, what? A roll of a book was therein. Huh? Would I have given you a book and wisdom, and a messenger, for unto us a child is born. Unto us a son is what? A messenger comes to you verifying that which is with you. You shall believe in him and you shall aid him. He asked him. He said, do you affirm and accept my compact in this matter? They said, we do affirm. And all the angels made obeisance. All of them together. Huh? And told him, he said, then bear witness. And Jesus, he echoed that. He said, for this cause came I into the world, that I should bear witness unto the truth. Huh? And he said, and I am of the bearers of witness with you. Well, that's the truth. Because man is sufficient as a witness against itself. Huh? Now think over this. Allah said, I will keep thee in the day of temptation that shall come upon all them men. And can't nobody else be somebody's keeper. So when Allah said he would be my keeper, what you thought that meant? Meant just what he said. Didn't mean. Eat the book up. Now you speak with my voice, my words. Allah is the truth. And I, Allah, am the best knower of the truth. So I don't worry over these people. We are on YouTube, aren't we? Okay, somebody asked me, am I on YouTube? That's one of them late texts, you know. That's why you can't depend on these things. They might let it come through, might not. Anyway, so it says, whoever then turns back after this, if I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. But whoever turns back after this, these are the what? Transgressors. Seek they then other than Allah's religion? And to him submits whoever is in the heavens and the earth, and the angels made obeisance. They submitted. That's whoever's in the heavens. And whoever's in the earth, I mean, the knowledgeable people of this world. You don't care none of these scholars and scientists coming in here accusing me of not teaching truth. So you got nothing. Then it says, willingly or unwillingly, and to him they will be returned to the authority of. Why return? Because we let it out. The earth belonged to you, the messenger said to me. He said it didn't belong to you. But now you the true owner. Israel taking it away from you. I want to return it to you. The kingdom is with me now. If you don't believe the kingdom with me, produce an argument against anything I have to say with truth. You know, even the little hypocrite that was here a little while ago talking about the messenger said the judgment would be 20 years. No, he didn't. That it would take 20 years to separate the righteous from the wicked. Said that time would be between 1380 and 1400 of the Arab calendar. You thought, if you think that meant the judgment, no. The judgment take however long I want it to take. Because I'm here to try to give you a chance to hear the truth and then correct yourself. If I don't give you a chance to hear, then just bring say cut it off. That would be unjust, because it defies the law of motion. What is the law of motion? The law of inertia. You know, inertia and motion go together. Huh? Around at the point you discover you done went the wrong way. Especially if you, even if you are going at a real slow. At the point you discovered that you was going the wrong way, you still had to, in those few seconds, tell your foot to stop and go back, right? So that takes time. Likewise, in this that people have been going for the past 6,000 years, even if anyone knew how long the judgment would take, they wasn't going to tell you. No way. That's written. Otherwise, you just sit back and wait till the last minute and say, "Okay, I'm ready." that's what you would say. Allah leaves no room for insincerity. Time became prolonged, so much so that both books said that they tend to harden. The wicked. Where's the promise of his coming? Where's such and such? That's in the Bible. And the Holy Quran says that time became prolonged and hearts hard. I'll let you hear the messenger say that. He was such a great teacher. I think this is it here.
You need to have both. You need to say it there. And you need to be patient. So we find the Lord in both sides to run ahead. You got to choose the effort. You are running that you cannot put out of your way. Very beautiful. So if you get to a hurry, that's the Lord will fit you to be patient. In the sixth verse of the second surah in Arabic, they call it chapter in the Quran. We call them chapters in the English language. He says, "You know that they will meet their Lord, and that to him they will return." It is the believer, the Muslim. They know that they will meet with their Lord, like the Bible teaches too. Because he came to them to recognize them to be God. And he took the faith into their heart to continue to believe all the Scriptures saying that this is life. So therefore, our wise food have a place here in this. Those who know that the Bible is water, how did you get that last place? And those who didn't believe it, they let their all run out. And they hit the bride. The noise was made. Here is the bridegroom. God to meet him. She was surprised because their belief had gone out. And they had no belief that he was coming back. Just like all go down over a limb. And that the all have no more power. So you're right. So that's the way it was with Alpha who started out. All hell, all advocates. So we're away from this. As the Holy Father refers to this kind of time, of those recurring hypocrites, time came to us. And heart. That's really how the people were on this world. To prove our patience to wait too long for an execution of its device. So this is unhappy and restless, and they said something similar to what we find over here in the Bible. It involves resistance. He says, they will say, why have we Moses? And the wicked, meaning those that do not want this, they're not happy. They're going around wants to wicked. That's a lot of earth is changed. And the Bible says, when you write up this people, those that were not free to turn back into the world, he said, those will be here. These will be mine.
Yes, that's in Malachi. But over in the 57th, that was in the book of Malachi, but this in the 57th chapter of the Holy Quran is like in the gospel. Jesus compared the kingdom of heaven to 10 virgins, 5 wise and 5 foolish. In the 57th chapter of the Holy Quran, I'm going to start at the 11th verse. As it said, light and life by the prophet. As that's what the word of God is. It's life. And so it's written, who is he that will offer to Allah a good gift? So he will double it for him, and he will have a generous reward. As you have sense enough to offer submission to me, in you your reasons for continuing to do so. But I give you even greater reason. Like the book says that the devil, when he find you ignorant and he make a proselyte, he makes him twice the child of hell than his own self. Because now he got his misunderstanding coupled with his. Well, we double your belief. You have that which I give you from above you, and yet you also have what's with you. And so it says, on that day, thou wilt see the faithful men and the faithful women, their light gleaming before them. As long as I'm in the world, I'm the light of the world. Yeah. Their light gleaming before them and on their minds, their right hands. That's right. You know, it don't make, as Allah told me, he said, it don't make no difference what I say to those who disbelieve. Want them or don't, they ain't gonna believe. You just saw an example of that. Likewise, those who accept me, I'm standing before them, and they are receiving me on their right hand, on their mind. And so that is good news for you this day. It did say announce good news to the believers, didn't it? Good news for you this day. It's the Sabbath day. Gardens wherein rivers flow. Out of his belly shall what? Oh, rivers. You see how I'm throwing all these rows and rows of knowledge, garden of knowledge. I'm throwing it out and making it flow to you. All right then. Say rivers flow to abide therein. That is the grand achievement. You know, this world don't look at submission as an achievement. But when you analyze where you grew up, son of man, they are a rebellious house. You mean you have achieved the ability to not be rebellious? That's a grand achievement in a nation and a world that everybody is a rebellious one. Then it says, on the day when the hypocrites, men and women, will say to those who believe, wait for us, borrow from your light. Sound familiar? Huh? Remember the virgins? Yeah. It says, they always want to get you. You notice, it ain't enough for most of the hypocrites. Give them a card and say, you can come to the meeting. Just sit there. I just want to question you. That's right. They want to question you. You know why? Because they want to use you as an excuse to say there was a cloud between me and you. Me and them. You remember the messenger said there wasn't going to be no cloud between you and the son. He said, no. He said, this is the little boy that's talking to you. You heard that fellow try to give me, come out, the messenger said the judgment will last 20 years. That's his reading of that. That's his understanding of what he read. And if it actually said it in those words, somebody gave him a forged book. The messenger couldn't say that if he wanted to. Nobody know how long when the judgment would take place, nor how long it would take. But the one who do it. Just Jesus said, no man knoweth that hour, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. They knew is that the Son of Man would be the judge. But, I can, if I have power on earth to forgive sins, well, what make you think that I can't prolong the judgment and forgive it as long as I want? Do you understand? So, then I don't have the power. None of them exercise. If I'm the Lord, then I have the authority to do what I want to do. You see, I will work, and who will let it? All that's in the book. It says, they will say, wait for us, that we may borrow from your light. It will be said, turn back and seek a light. Go back to them that buy and sell. Going into the mosques, into the temples and all them places where they buy and sell oil. It says, then a wall with a door in it between them. And within it shall be mercy. And outside of it, what? Chastisement. It's very, are you aware of how lucky you are if you have actually witness the truth of this and don't have to, nobody had to beat you over the head to know it's true. They have good luck that turned against me. Call themselves attacking me. Nameless. They will cry out to them, were we not with you? They will say, yeah, but you caused yourselves to fall into temptation. And you waited and doubted, and vain desires deceived you. Yeah. I told you, ain't nothing, whatever in this world can turn you around. That's what's coming. I mean, they even had a song, they ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Ain't gonna let nothing turn me around. No, sir. Ain't nothing in this world got to offer me that's worth my salvation. Matter of fact, I ain't never was happy in this world.
Son of man, how you doing, son of man?
I'll do, and you?
I'm doing fine. You know, I thought about you yesterday, and I'm not going to make a comedy show out of it because I know you always get on me about that. But I was watching Star Trek yesterday, and for some reason you came to my mind. Spock was trying to tell the crew members they had went to another planet. This planet had like a spell over it, and the spell was so powerful, it overtook their mind.
But now, before you go further, what has this to do with what I'm teaching on out of the scripture?
I didn't hear you, son of man.
I said, what has this to do with what I'm teaching on out of the scriptures?
When you just mentioned a minute ago about you're not going to go backwards for the world, and I thought about this spot.
Okay, well,
tell them to stay strong.
well, remember something. As I teach you all, many things that bear witness to what I'm saying. All you're basically telling me is that you agree with me. Well, just, you know, I don't want y'all to give me no. I'm not going to preach to my choir. Do you understand? The only time I want to hear from you all and that kind of thing is if I specifically call on you to share with the audience your good experiences from bearing me witness. Other than that, I don't want you to be no help to somebody else to believe me. Because really, didn't nobody help you but me. Everybody that's followed me not because somebody else was doing it. If that's what they was doing, they ain't here now, or they soon won't be here. My followers are mine. And they know why they followed me. And that's what I don't want you to tell people, well, I'm following him because of this. That you'll hear a lot of people ask you, why are you following this other man? Tell them my reason for following him ain't got nothing to do with you. Let them make up their mind on their own. Now, how many other people you hear tell people that? No. I'm not leading you so I can get your money. I'm leading you, I'm teaching you so that I can get you. Even if me and you ain't neither one of us got no money, we soon will have some. I know how to get money. I promise you, I know how to get money. If you will follow, I'll show you how to get money, and you won't have to be looking over your shoulder to see who's chasing you for it either, because we ain't crooks. What we get, don't we? Do any of us look hungry? Most of us look like we need to push away from the dinner table. And it's the truth. If hunger was a problem, we wouldn't have no problem. Right? So, all praise is due to Allah. I'm just thankful. So I want you to follow along with what I'm saying here. See, now you done got me. I don't remember that incident that you're talking about where Spock was trying to warn people. Had they been taken over by some little birds or something that had injected stuff in them? I don't know.
They was on another planet.
Yeah, I know that. They always on another planet. But
yeah, but these people that they was dealing with was like high energy, and they was making them do bad things.
Yeah, that's that computer that was running stuff. I think Mr. Sulu got captured by him and a couple of others, and they was ended up being a computer's idea of what life should be, and had them people walking around there and doing all kind of crazy stuff.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was the people, but it was the computer.
It was the computer.
Right,
yeah.
You know your stuff. You right.
Yeah, I know Star Trek. Y'all can't trick me with Star Trek now. But anyway. Yeah, but in the end, they destroyed the cause, which was the computer. Destroyed the computer, they destroyed the hold that then set those people free. You always have to go to the root of the cause. If you treat symptoms, you won't never get out of drugs, out of alcohol, out of cigarettes. You won't never get out of prostitution, none of that stuff. If all you doing is trying to deal with the prostitute, or deal with the drug head, or deal with the drug dealer, that's not going to solve your problem. You got to go to the cause of it, which is the corrupt mind that this world been passing on from one generation to the next. Minds. I'm after the root of it. I'm going after the mind that's been in control of all of this world that you done fell in love with. That's finna go. You ain't have no choice. You gonna either accept what I'm offering you, or you ain't gonna have no mind. That's as simple as I can put it. Now, you suit yourself. You know? So it says, they will cry out to them, were we not with you? Remember in the book, they said, Lord, Lord, open unto us. For we remember you preached in our streets and whatnot. It says, they will say, yeah, but you caused yourselves to fall into temptation. And you waited and doubted, and vain desires deceived you, till the threatened punishment of Allah came, and the arch deceiver deceived you about Allah. They let the arch deceiver, I don't know, I think my little, what you call it there, is wearing out. Poor thing. It's been around for a while. Wait a minute. My little speaker system in my dang, I want y'all to locate me a good one so that I can get rid of that one. I don't know if that's do you suppose that's electrical or what? And the plug itself or something in the line or Sir? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. It does that every now and then. But to get back to this, I want to say that you let the arch deceiver. There's no greater deceiver you can have than your own mind. Why you think you was told to lean not to your own understanding? Because your understanding is delusion. That's what the book told you. That ain't what I said. That's what Allah said in his word. It says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. And in all your ways acknowledge him. And in all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. Your path is the way you go. So the people, they don't believe that. So the arch deceiver deceives them about Allah. And your evil thought that you entertained about your Lord ruined you. Yeah. Jealousy and envy won't make you successful. Being jealous of somebody ain't never changed who they was. You are aware of that, right? Okay. You know, this is this simple truth that I'm sharing with you. So it says, so this day no ransom will be accepted from them, from you, nor from those who disbelieved. Your abode is the fire of wickedness. It is your patron. You notice that your patron is that which continues to come to you from every direction, so to speak. It is your patron. Then it says in Spanish, it says patron is father. You know, it governs your deeds and actions. The fire of wickedness. It says, and evil is always the resort. You never resort to doing something to negate the fire. You always resort to something else evil. You know, that's the way it is. There's evil as the resort. Has not the time yet come for the believers that their hearts should be humble? Remembrance of Allah? When I have made him complete and breathed into him of my spirit, fall down, make no obeisance to him. And when it is said to them, bow down with those who bow down, they bow not down. Though they see the angels bowing down. They see me make Muhammad bear me witness. They see me make Jesus bear me witness. Isaiah bear me witness. What do you think you're reading when you read Genesis, the first 5 books of the Bible? You're reading the books of Moses. They bear me witness. Then if they bow down, why are you so stiff-kneed? Okay. As I said, you know, I'm aware that there are many people who love to see people attack me or attempt to. And if you ask them why, it's because in their heart, they wish just what the messenger said that some of them was wishing by them. Yeah. Wishing that he wasn't who he claimed to be. Why? So they could cling on to their devils and keep on doing evil. That's why. You think I don't know why you don't like me? Wicked. I know the answer to that. Because it's not this flesh that you dislike so much. It's the words that I'm speaking to you that demand that you straighten your wicked self up. But as it says, this is the verse that I was really going to for you. Not the time yet come, and their hearts should be humble for the remembrance of Allah and the truth that is revealed. Because he it is who revealed to his servant what he revealed. And on this planet, since these books were given, the sure truth of the understanding of them is now being revealed to you. As it's written, many prophets and wise men wish seeing what you see and didn't see it, and to hear what you hear, did not hear it. That wasn't just to me. It was to me. For many of them wish that they could have seen what I see and hear what I hear and didn't hear it and see it, meaning understand it. But blessed are my eyes, and I'm sharing my blessing with you. Blessed are they that do hunger and thirst after righteousness. Why? Because Son of Man's the one that's going to feed you, fill you with it. Because he wouldn't be a Muslim if he didn't love for his brother what he loved for himself. I've always shared with you the understanding that Allah gave to me. And I never used what I know to take misadvantage of you. Do you know what power you have over people when you know more than them? Do you know what kind of power that gives you? That's why certain people you just can't give certain knowledge to. But now we giving it to everybody so we can show what's in everybody. Yeah. And judge you by what's in you. That way nobody is wronged, because everybody's being judged according to what's in them. And if it's the size of a gnat hidden in a rock, it's gonna be seen. That's what's written in so many words. And it says, it's time is not the time for the remembrance of, for to be humble, for the remembrance of Allah and the truth that is revealed. That they should not be like those who were given the book before. Remember? Well, the Son of Man shall be delivered into what kind of hands? And that they should not be like those who was given the book before them. Huh? I told you. We found this we found the Holy Bible in the hands of a world that oppressed and enslaved us. While they had these books. They hate slavery, but they didn't hate to enslave us. And they knew this book said, as you would that men do to you, do ye also unto them. But I am of the seed of Abraham, that Allah said to Abraham, is going to be a stranger in a land that's not theirs and going to serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. And also the nation whom they serve, I will judge. And afterwards shall they come out with great substance. And so, yes, if you suffered oppression and you come out of oppression, oppressing people, you didn't learn nothing. You just spent all your time in a situation and didn't learn a thing. Matter of fact, you obviously started envying your oppressor. You wanted to be like him. So you didn't learn nothing. But I learned something. I learned not to be like him. And so it says, it's time for the believers. Is it not time? Listen to the way it's worded there. Has not the time yet come, believers, that their hearts should be humble for the remembrance of Allah and the truth that is revealed? Just a moment. This must be important here. So I know they wouldn't be calling me in the middle of the meeting. What is it? Accident, I guess. Anyway, that they should be humble for the remembrance of Allah and the truth that is revealed. Why I say humble for the remembrance of Allah? Sometimes Allah lets stuff happen so that I have to keep saying something until I hear what he's telling me. Me to eat up the book. And then he said, cause your belly to eat. What was he saying? Do what? Keep it in your house. what do you do when you don't forget? You remember? For the remembrance of Allah. I ate it, I remembered it, and now I'm revealing it to you. Noah. Based on what I remember. Is it not time for the believers to be humble? Remembrance of Allah and the truth that is revealed in the Holy Scriptures. It's time for you to humble yourself in this class here. You notice when I ask for a verse, I may not know where it's at, but you notice every time you go looking, it's there somewhere. I remember it. Then it says, and that they should not be like those who were given the book before. Allah told me. He said, son of man, rebellious like that rebellious house. But open your mouth and eat that I give thee. And then the prophets told you, he said, it does not yet appear what we shall be. But we shall what? Be like him. Like-minded. Yeah. And so it says, they should not be like those who were given the book before. You notice, to be like someone, you must be of the same mind that they have. You know, this cup is still a cup of coffee when it's half full. A cup of coffee when it's an eighth full. Because it's still coffee that's in it. Huh? Well, likewise, you may not know everything I know, but I'm helping you to become of. Do you understand? Be not thou of the polytheists, of those who split up their religion and become parties. Huh? Right. I'm not here to divide the house of God. God's house ain't got no business being divided. A righteous man in China is supposed to be the same as a righteous man in America. A righteous man in Japan ain't no different than a righteous man in America or India. Or righteousness does not have brands. It's either of not. So it was prolonged for them. So the boy tried to tell me the judgment's supposed to be over now. Yeah. Time was prolonged for them. And what happened to their hearts? Their hearts hardened. Son of man, I will make thy forehead as an adamant harder than flint against their forehead. Huh? Yeah. Their hearts hardened. And most of them are what? Transgressors. They disobey everything that Allah commanded them to do. Know this, that Allah gives life to the earth after its death. Allah, even him whose coming is when? After the working of Satan, with all signs and wonders, all deceivableness and unrighteousness? Huh? Who's giving you understanding after all of the misunderstanding? And doing it in front of the whole world, and the whole world can't do nothing but listen and try to figure out how come they didn't see that all the time. Huh? You couldn't see it all the time because you was in the dark. I'm the Son of Man. So, it says, indeed, we have made signs. That's what the Holy Scriptures are. They are signs. We have made them clear to you that you may understand. So you can't claim, if I had not came and spoke to you, it wouldn't have been no wouldn't have been just to hold you responsible for what's in these books when you didn't understand. But I made them clear to you. So this is the time where you can if you want to go straight, I'm giving you the path, and I'm showing you the straight path. So it says the men who give in charity and the women who give in charity and set apart for Allah a goodly portion, it will be doubled for them, and theirs is a generous reward. And those who believe in Allah and his messengers, they are the truthful and the faithful ones with their Lord. They have their reward and their light. And those who disbelieve and reject our messages, they are the inmates of hell. Yeah, that's pretty plain. They live in a world of misunderstanding. And everything they do, their condition manifests that they have been acting on misunderstanding. Understand? You know, when you don't, you cannot get to peace if Allah don't guide you. That just don't happen. So Allah guide to peace, he maintains it. You see? So this is now let's get back over here to chapter 29. That's in chapter 29. It says, in the name of Allah, the Beneficent and Merciful, I, Allah, am the best knower of the truth. Do men think that they will be left alone on just saying, we believe, and will not be tried? And indeed, we tried those before them. Huh? Jesus was led of the Spirit of Allah into the wilderness, tested of the devil. Huh? All were tried. And it says, and indeed, we tried those before them. So Allah will certainly know. Before you could ask what he trying for, so that he can know who's believing, who lying. Huh? That's how he know. You what you think? Allah gave you the right to privacy. Do you know tuning up don't actually mean what you may think it means? I mean, you'd be surprised how you can tune up on what somebody thinking if you got keen senses and use your eyes and your ears and don't preconceive ideas. It tell you can. That's what the body does. It relays the messages of the mind. That's what it does. So we have them. And indeed, we tried those before them. So Allah, certainly, he will certainly know who are true, and he will know the liars. Or do they who work evil think that they will escape us? Huh? Let's see. How you know the truthful true from those who lie? And by what they do. Do those who work evil think that they will escape us? Evil is it that they judge. Because you remember the scripture says, if it was possible, they shall deceive the very elect. But it's not possible. Can the devil fool a moose? There you go. Whoever hopes to meet with Allah, and the term of Allah is then surely coming. And he is the hearing one, the knowing one. What I say unto you, be thou not rebellious like that rebellious house. Open your mouth, eat what I give you, and remember. Yeah. And so it's time for you to be humble for the remembrance of Allah. The revelation of what is revealed, so that you can manifest by your deeds and your actions that you believe in all of the messengers as their knowledge is shared with you. And what about those who I can't guide? You all pardon me a minute. This thing ain't been doing this kind of stuff. It's getting on my nerves. I'm shut it off. I want you to, when you get a chance, you take a look at this thing, find out what the problem is with it. And if necessary, we get us another. I want you to remember that it's written in the third chapter of the Holy Quran. In the third chapter, and the let's go to the 84th verse. Well, let's go to the 83rd verse because we left off at the 82nd. It says, seek they then other Allah's religion, and to him submits whoever is in the heavens and the earth unwillingly, and to him they will be returned. Say, we believe in Allah and that which is revealed to us, and that which was revealed to Abraham and Ishmael and Isaac and Jacob and the tribes, and that which was revealed or given to Moses. Would I have given you a book? And that which was given to Moses and Jesus and to the prophets from their Lord. We make no distinction in any of them. And to him we submit. Allah guide a people who disbelieved. After their believing. All praise is due to Allah for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. All praise is, no, they ain't gonna let you get away with it. Yes. It says, and whoever seeks a religion other than Islam, it will not be accepted from him. And in the hereafter, Islam means the entire submission to God's will, not to yours. It says, whoever seeks a religion of life other than Islam, it will not be accepted from him, and in the hereafter he will be one of the losers. How shall Allah guide a people who disbelieved after their belief? Just look at this. I want to show you. Let's see here.
And we're going home. And the laborers will face of that which they know that they will have to do. And I don't buy. I know this afternoon you don't buy.
whooping and hollering, long live Muhammad? How shall Allah guide a people who disbelieved after their believing, and after they had borne witness that the messenger was true, and clear arguments had come to them? And Allah guides not the unjust people. That's very unjust. It's for you to sit down and man reason with you, show you, and you bear witness. Then the next thing you know, a few days later or a few weeks later, it's like he never said nothing to you. Well then, he promised you that I would come. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad promised y'all that I would come. He promised the nation. Then I came and they didn't want me. He came unto his own, and his own received him not. So, it's not like it's not written. And since it is written, I can't act too indignant about it because it was written. It's just what was expected. And I would have done great things for you, but you wouldn't let me. Too busy trying to tell me I ain't nobody. So, you know, I just have to let you go on and wander around in the wilderness. That's all I can do. Since you don't pay me no attention. You got your own mind on things. I'll let you go on. That's all I can do. I'm not going to harm you. But I can't help you either. So, let us open the forum for questions here. I see I got some people here sent me some stuff telling me they, no, this is not actually no chat room. Somebody asked me, was this a chat room? Usually have you talking. This is a conference room. And you're welcome to come in and have questions that you may have for me. You can have them answered. And unblock your phone. It's just press *6 and that'll unlock it, and you can ask whatever question you want to ask me. Going to ever prevent anyone from asking questions. Now, I do want you to know that all these books is talking about us. We are that nation that Allah said in the Holy Quran. He said, you are the best nation for men. That's the nation of Islam he's talking about there. The nation that Abraham and Ishmael prayed for to be raised from their offspring. They said, our Lord, raise up from our offspring. Raise from our offspring a nation submissive to thee. That's what he said. And we are that. And we enjoin good and forbid evil. That is what Abraham and them prayed for. And then the Holy Quran goes on and gives a little hint to you. It says in the 29th chapter, there's the 5th verse. Whoever hopes to meet with Allah, the term of Allah is then surely coming. And he is the one. Son of man, hear what I say to you. And he spread it before me. The knowing one, the best knower. No man know who the Father is but the Son. That's what's written. So the Son is the best knower of the Father. And no one know who the Son is but the Father. The Father is the best knower of the Son. They are one. And it says, what? One. It says, and whoever strives hard strives for himself. The strives hard in the way of Allah. Treat people like you want to be treated instead of how they treated you. Yeah, you doing that for you. How you treat somebody else ain't helping their character. Their character, that's helping your character or messing yours up. My practicing righteousness ain't gonna help you. Ain't gonna help me. Do you understand? And your practicing righteousness ain't gonna help me. That's gonna help you. You can sit down and if you was playing a sport, you can sit down and watch a man shoot free throws all day long. He may get better at it, but you not. Because all you're doing is looking. You like old Dan Tucker. Anyway, it says, whoever strives hard strives for himself. And surely Allah is self-sufficient. Above need of his creatures. The truth don't need me. I need the truth. The truth is independent of anyone. And those who believe and do good, who believe in the doctrine of goodness and practice it, we shall certainly do away with their afflictions. They shall serve them and they shall afflict them 400 years. Undo all that affliction. The right cure for the disease in our minds is the word of Allah. And as we practice the words of Allah, we stop doing the deeds of the slave, of the afflicted slave. Slave hate himself. And so he hates those who look like him. But the teachings of Allah teaches us that we should love ye one another and be compassionate to one another and treat others as you would like to be treated. So as we practice that, our mental affliction, Allah is doing away with it. Allah will do away with their affliction and reward them for the best of what they did. And it goes without saying, forgive them for all that other stuff. So, you have enjoined, O man, goodness to his parents, honor your father and your mother. If they contend with thee to associate others with me, we also said, whosoever loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. We did say that too, didn't we? And it says, if they contend with you to associate others with me, of which thou hast no knowledge, obey them not. To me is your return. So I will inform you of what you did. That's what happens in court. They inform you of what you did, what brought you in there. Huh? And those who believe and do good, we shall surely make them enter among the righteous. Sit you down in the circle with Jesus and all of it. Raise you up and set you down. That's right. We'll get you up there and tell you have a seat. Now you can sit up and commune with messengers of God. That's a grand achievement. So we are. This is that. I'm going to read this one more verse here. And among men is he who says we believe in Allah, but when he is persecuted for the sake of Allah, persecution of men to be the chastisement of Allah, is there's the chastisement of Allah. And if there comes help from thy Lord, they will say, surely we were with you. Is not Allah the best knower of what is in the hearts of mankind? Yeah. Allah understands. We understand how to find out what's in people's hearts. All kind of things is available for that. So, the thing to do is be sincere. Sincerity will take you a long way when your knowledge short-stops you. Because your intention is more important than what you're doing. Yes, sir. Your intention. That's more important than the deed itself. Look, I'll show you an example. Look at where Jesus was warning the people. He said, be not like the hypocrites who don't pray and pray to be seen. He said they have their reward. You would think prayer is a good thing. It is good if your intention is to please Allah and to sincerely try to be upright and righteous. But just doing it to be seen of men, getting out in the public, putting on a show, that ain't about nothing. It is intentions. That's what makes the truth person from the hypocrite. Do you understand? There you go. You know. So don't be deceived. Any questions? Any of you guys? Something you want to ask me? You notice you don't hear people do that. I almost almost try to pull questions out of people. Other people so happy if they can get out of there without you asking them a question about something, because it's lying. And they never will invite people to who disagree or got something that they found in their teaching they disagree with. They won't invite you. No, sir. No. See, when you know, it is, you don't even hear the truth than to hear it and don't understand. When you find people that speak of this world a lot, they you'll notice you go to the average church, and they people's vanity, and that send me this seed money in faith. Watch how God works. Huh? And they appeal to them. They'll bring somebody out there in front of them. Appeal to their desire for stuff of this world. And then they'll show other people that's got stuff. And say, now this is why they got stuff. Do you understand? As though that have something to do with righteousness. But stuff ain't got nothing to do with righteousness. Clothes have something to do with being born. That's added to you after you get here. Is that right? Clothes ain't got nothing to do with being born. You're going to be born. If the baby is in there, the baby coming without clothes. Clothes ain't necessary. Do you understand? So likewise, righteousness, if you just get righteous, he promised he's going to give you everything else. So what is all this seed money this and seed money that? That's not what Allah's worried about with you. He's worried about your righteousness. You know? And likewise, you and I, how many, you remember I told you that there's nothing wrong with you sitting down listening to a little music or, look at a little television or whatever, and just get into what you're doing to help me build this nation. Didn't I tell you that? But, I teach you righteousness. And I teach you for hours and hours and hours. You got no business being hungry when you ain't yet come here. We got one teacher of righteousness here. That's me. It's one head for this body. And I'm the one that you get your spiritual food from. If you want to let somebody inject you, well, I didn't permit that. That's you doing that. You understand? So what you do, you stay inside of this circle with me. Am I clear? And if you stay inside this circle with me, everything you need in the way of spiritual enlightenment, you get it. All you got to do is pay it attention and don't pick and choose. You take the whole thing. Am I clear? You'll be all right. Every one of you will be fine. So this world is vanity. And that's all they talk about. It's something that ain't got nothing to do with actually making you a better person. Something is always more important than that. When there is nothing more important than you becoming decent, upright human beings so that Allah can allow you on this earth when he transforms it from an earth that's filled with wickedness and violence, wherein dwelleth righteousness. Is what manner of person ought we to be? In all things, godly and upright conversation. What is that? What is it that I've asked you to do to help me? Then why don't you get busy doing that? Help me to build this nation. And in the process, you're actually working out your own salvation. Those who helped Noah build the ark wind up being saved by the ark. You aware of that? There you go. You will understand. The more you don't never understand wisdom until you practice it. Then you start to understand and you say, I'd have never thought that if I, because wisdom, most of the time, it looks like something that you would not think would bring about what it would bring about. You see that demonstrated sometimes, like the Karate Kid and all that, had him painting the fence and that kind of thing. He realized he's teaching them some moves. It's just little things that the more in control of yourself, the more you have the ability to control things that come in contact with you. And the less other people can manipulate you. But when people find out what your price is, if you would take a small price for the messages of Allah, no matter what you take, all that stuff that they offer you came out of dust. That's a small price for the wisdom of God, for you to exchange. You don't take a small price for Allah's wisdom. And as long as you don't close your eyes, Allah will shows you everything and everybody. And it's up to you to use what he's given you. I'm thankful that Allah made me to see through other people's mistakes, so I didn't have to make the same. My brother, for instance, who lost his mind experimenting with drugs. Me from going down a path that I might have went down to myself. Never know. But whatever thoughts I might have had about it when I saw what happened to him, I still was thinking about that. I was hurt, and at the same time, I was wiser. Well, the more I realized that he had no one to blame for that but himself. That was his choice that took him to where he wound up. He's that way. He chose to go against what he was taught. So I even stopped grieving on him. And you can't guide nobody who Allah leaves in error. You just can't guide him. And once you give up on him, ain't nothing you can do for him. You know, you hear people all the time, just like the little foolish hypocrite that was here just now, trying to tell me that he won't argue with me. They think arguing is just getting their side out and not paying any attention to anything you say. That's why I don't spend time trying to argue with people, because it don't make no difference what I say. They don't believe it no way. They don't accept it. So I'm not interested in arguing with a hypocrite. Once you say you believe in me and turn on me, that's what hypocrisy is. You see? You know, it's just like, I never said I believed in Christianity. I never said I believed in none of the preachers and stuff that was out there. I was just going to church because my mother made me go. But I never could hang my hat on anything they were saying because I never understood it. But I did. Once I heard the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I said, I believe it. And I wrote that letter saying I believed it. And I still believe what I believed when he was here. He didn't stop being the messenger of Allah because he passed away. Not in my mind. Jesus, I had never met Jesus, but I believe that he was the messenger of Allah when he was here. Just from reading his words, I believe. The same with Muhammad, the same with Moses, the same with Isaiah, the same with Jeremiah, the same with Ezekiel, the same with Hosea, the same with Amos, the same with Malachi. I believe. And you ain't got nothing that you can say to me that's going to make me disbelieve in these men's words. None of them was a lie. All of them was a lie because they're all backing each other up. So no, you want the real definition of vanity? Anything other than Allah's word. In this world, they say money talks and everything else can take a walk. The word of God speaks with me and everything else is vanity. That's the quickest definition I can give you of vanity. This world has filled itself. You know, people say he's so full of himself, he can't hardly. You know what that means? I mean, everything that's in him came out of him. Everything that's in these people came out of these people. And that's why they're having such a hellish civilization. Everywhere you go, hell going on. Hell like they're raging right now. Why? Because you only get peace from the author of peace. God is the author of peace. And since they don't understand his word, they have no peace. Even the people who claim to be religious out there trying to kill folks. And praying, and getting on their knees, praying to God to help them go kill somebody. Have you thought about that? Here everybody getting ready to go pray, and this one he praying enemies now, and both of them praying to some God to help them go kill each other. What I look like getting on my knees or standing up praying to Allah oh Allah, please help me go kill these so-and-sos. And so you know how insulting that would be? That's like asking your father to help you kill one of your brothers. Come here and help me go kill this so-and-so. Well, who are you trying to kill, son? I'm trying to kill my older brother here. Right away to the insane asylum. You got to be insane to be asking him to help you kill one of his children. What'd you think? Yeah, well, didn't you say God made all human beings? Did you think he would need you to kill somebody? And what make you think he would help you kill somebody? When he said, thou shalt not kill. Now you want him to be a hypocrite? No, you the one who got the wrong understanding. You got the wrong understanding. You the one who got all them guns in your house that don't have no purpose but to kill. You talking about this for defense. No, it's for killing. You go to the store, go to any store and say, I need some for defense. They won't take no gun. They say, what, you got BO or what? What is the problem? We got some multivitamins over there. And well, now that's for defense. A gun ain't for defense, it's for killing. Am I lying or telling the truth? Okay then. Okay, so no, we're not into this. If you want to follow me, you get murder out your heart, get murder out your mind, because I ain't for that. All right. And anybody that claims to be a Muslim and talking about murdering somebody, they ain't a Muslim. That's the people of this world that been masquerading themselves as Muslim. But when you look up Muslim and look up what it means, you discover that no, ain't no way you Muslim. Muslim mean one who submits to God, and God specifically. It's certain things that you just can't get right. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness. Ain't that everybody knows that? So no, you ain't no Muslim, because you're not submitting to God's thou shalt not do. Do you understand? Okay. So, a righteous person is one who submits to God. That's why the messenger asked and answered the question. He said, are there any Muslims other than righteous? He said, I beg your pardon. And that also means all these different types of Muslims. Sunni, Shiite, Hanafi, and all that stuff. Ain't no such creature. There's only a Muslim or not. There ain't no type of Muslim unless you put righteous in front of it. That's the only type of Muslim there is, a righteous Muslim. So that is what I want y'all to be. That is what I want you to know, that I'm here to invite you into. And if you believe in Allah's word and you obey his word, that is what a Muslim is. Those who believe in Allah's word and submit to it. Just saying you believe ain't enough. And the both books tell you that. The devils, if you say there's one God, thou believest there's one God. Well, the devils believe also and tremble. So that ain't got nothing to do with that. You see? So, you can't stop people from rendering evil for good that you did for them. But I also know this, that you don't have to answer for it either. You understand? Yeah. They won't got to answer for how they did. And they're going to answer. Everybody got to answer for what they did. Okay? Especially what you did to me. Or with me, I should say. Yeah. So, let us, any more questions? So don't sit around talking each other down either. Remember, a Muslim enjoins good and forbids evil. Don't let nobody convince you that evil is good either. Am I clear? All right. Got all these men running around here talking about I'm a man, I'm a woman in a man's body. The devil done made evil fast seeming to her. Why don't you just say you thinking from between your legs and know that you know it's wrong, but don't be trying to convince me that somehow your genes got all messed up and you was born with a man's plumbing, but a woman's mind. That don't work. Not for me. That may work in the crazy world you live in. I'm not going to try to make evil look like it's okay. If you're wrong, just acknowledge you're wrong. You remember he acknowledged that he did practice homosexuality. He said he knew he was going to go to hell, and he stopped. But you don't go try to tell people that it's okay. The only thing okay about it is that you have a right to choose whether or not you want to do that. I have to say okay to that because I want the right to choose to not do that, or I want the right to choose to practice righteousness if I choose to. Then I have to give other people the same right to practice what they choose to. You notice, they don't put you in jail for planning to rob a bank. They arrest you when you try to carry out your plan. Because then they know you was serious. Huh? Yeah. There's a whole lot of things people think that they don't really. No. So give the man space to make his choice and to act on what he believes in. Do you understand? All right. So that's what Islam is not compelling. It's no compulsion in religion. Anytime you meet someone that's trying to force religion on you, calling themselves a Muslim, they ain't no Muslim. The only ones you were told to train in the way that they are to go is your children. You train them up in the way they are to go. And perhaps when they get to be old, they won't depart from it. You know, and even then, once they get a certain age, it's on them. You know, and it'll make you do nothing. That's not my job to make you do. My job is to raise you the way you're supposed to do. And as long as you're under my roof, you're going to do it that way. And when you get to the point that you don't want to do it that way, well, that door will let you out. People that will let you do and will do what you want to do. But you ain't going to do it here. Am I clear? All right. Now that's it with me. If you think I'm joking, you ask my children. Well, no. Certain things I respect your adulthood on. But there's certain things, if you want to follow me, I draw the line at. You gonna follow me? You follow me. Am I clear? So, you know, sometimes people think that I'm trying to, you know, they're ignorant. They think that I try to micromanage people's lives. I'm not no micromanager. I know what people have the rights to do as adults and as being grown, you know, and I offer my advice and my admonishment. But at the same time, I also recognize people, you know, have a right to their choices. And the certain decisions that people make, you have to respect their right to make those decisions. Otherwise, you don't understand what leading is and what tyranny is. You see? So, okay. Now, any questions? Well, then again, I remind all of you that's followed me, stay behind me. All right? Yes. Okay. As long as you understand. May Allah's Salam alaikum.